some awesome news, glorious news. Well, my plugs were, I was having an issue with my plug, I thought. It was basically because I was nursing it around too much, and it likes to live the race car life. So nursing it around and stuff my plugs didn't like it too much. Well, the reason I'm nursing it around and what I thought the problem with the plugs was, turns out I had a fried spark plug wire. I have the sleeves on it, the covers on the plugs to help shield it from heat. So I don't know how this one got a little too much heat on it. Well, it melted the plug wire, so I was getting a ton of misfires. I took it over to see Bill yesterday at Arizona Elite Motorsports, and good guy he is, he hooked it up on his computer, did a little log in front of his shop, and found a whole bunch of misfires in cylinder 3. So pulled the wire, immediately found the burn, and I just swapped the plugs too. That's mental note, if you're gonna swap the plugs, freaking check the wires while you're there. Just let's save you the trouble like I had. But anyways, swap the wire out. Everything's perfect now. Car runs great again. It's a little cold right now. It's for Arizona, it's cold. It's 50 degrees, which is perfect really, because it'll be nice and warm later, 65 or so. So good news is I got the approval to go to Mexico tonight. So we're gonna head out to the pavilions, Scottsdale Pavilions, and try to get some video footage out there. Usually get some nice cars out there, some classics, some import stuff, a lot of V8s. Hopefully there'll be some cars out there tonight. It is kind of cold for Arizona. A lot of people more of a fair weather crowd, so we'll see how many people get out there. Then we'll be going out to Mexico after that. I'm trying to line up a couple cars. That 800 horse Subaru I was supposed to run is not in town, unfortunately, because we're gonna lay the gap on that car pretty hard, pretty sure. So we'll see what we can line up, and I'll fill you guys in later about the pavilions and everything, see how that's going. See you guys.
Of course we keep on going, though everybody know it. The truth about our way we tied and loosens up, I'm sorry. Be cool, go on and fake it. We still know we will break it. We make the same mistakes we always made, and now let's face it.
A lot of prep that goes into heading down to Mexico, fellas. It's you know, when you got to commute there, you got to make sure your tires are right, oil's right, methanol's full. Looks like we got everything about ready. I think she's ready for the commute. I got my commuting tires on. Get some good mileage out of those, getting those things down to Mexico. So a couple more things I want to do. I just want to check out tire pressures and get online, see if I can line up some runs down there. It's tough. Like I said, it's tough to find people that are wanting to race up, or you know, even race really. When before I was supercharged, before the extra power, and I'd race everybody, anybody. It didn't matter. I would line up and race them, but for some reason, people never want to, you know, never up for a challenge. They're afraid of the loss instead of just running. Man, if you lose, you lose. Who cares? But we'll see. Tough to get people to race up. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, my numbers are out there. Everybody knows what I have, what power is. There's nothing to hide. I want somebody who's willing to race up. So we'll see how it goes. I know there's a guy in town I know real good that will race me. He's got a C5. It's got a TH400 auto. It's got the same or probably more power than I do. It's going to be a challenge. I know his car's set up. He could probably run 8s with that thing. So maybe I'll line up with him and see how it goes. That farm vet. We'll see. All right, guys. Headed out. It's date night tonight. Me and the other lady in my life. Should have at least one race lined up. Farm vet. We'll see how this underpowered car does against that 8-second car. So, anyways, going to Pavilions. Let's go. It's a cold one, fellas. It's gonna be, damn, it's 56 degrees right now. It's gonna be below 50 here soon. For everyone else, guess it's not that cold for you guys, but for us here, it's cold, man. It doesn't get that cold down here in Mexico very often. So we're gonna head over to the Pavilions, check this place out. Hopefully it'll be a decent turnout. Probably not because of how cold it is, but we'll see how it goes. See what kind of cars we can line up with. Grab some grub, and then make the trip down to Mexico. So 56 degrees like now, like I said, it's going to be cold later, so hopefully these tires will get some heat in them and see what kind of traction we can get. cold night in Mexico. Holy shit. It's in the 40s right now. It's some tough traction. Couldn't find really anybody to race, man. I finally got one person to do a little roll with me. Went out to watch a bunch of other people run. Some pretty good races, some Beatz, some Mustangs, a couple of new 2018 Mustangs. One of them boosted. We did a little roll. It was fun, you know, I just rolled into it in third. When we did the dyno and we tuned the car, it was 21.8 PSI. So when I rolled the Mustang, it hit about 21.2 PSI. Third gear, just rolling into it. We didn't have much room. And did a little second to third pull on the off-ramp a little bit later, and I hit 24.8 PSI. So that's a full 3 PSI more than on the dyno. So on the dyno, it was, what was it? It was 21.8 PSI, and we hit about 1,004 horse. So 3 PSI more on the car tonight. DA is like 100 to 200 feet, which is unheard of here, and it's like 45 degrees. So unbelievable night for boost weather, which is lucky for us. We rarely see this kind of weather, so tough for traction, but it was a good night overall. Man, it was fun to get out, see everybody. Saw a lot of cool cars out at the pavilions. GT500, friggin' Ford GTs, Porsches, whatever. You know, a lot of good stuff out there. But I'm gonna try to get. Got to go on vacation for a few days. I'm gonna try to get this thing uploaded while I'm on vacation, and should be able to line up. Still, like I said, man, I'm trying to get some races out here, but it's tough. A lot of people don't like to race up. I guess I'm gonna have to try to do some dig races because everybody seems like they want to dig. But this weather, this cold, with this kind of temperature and this much power, and I'm afraid I'm gonna slam it into second gear and friggin' lose the ass end out of that. But we'll see. We'll see what I can line up. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you can. I'm gonna post up some more stuff so you can get some more races going. Later, guys.